Hello friends, welcome to our second episode of the Next Shot podcast. I'm Lua, I'm currently in an apprenticeship as an interactive media designer, and alongside my studies, I'm building my film company.
Hello, I'm Laurent, I'm a filmmaker. We are both from Switzerland and I have a film company since 6 years, and my big goal is to win an Oscar with my own feature film. And I'll share my journey on the way here on YouTube and in this podcast.
Today we're talking about AI and how it shapes the filmmaking world. So without further ado, let's start straight into the podcast.
So Lua, what did happen from the last time till now?
Tried some new AI tools. I've come along with Claude AI, helping me to get more productive, and tried the second brain concept you told me about. Like every single time I write something into Claude, it puts it automatically in a summarized version into my Notion and structures everything. So it really helps me to get rid of bad ideas and make some new space in my head for some new good ideas.
I think second brain is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like some years ago, it was really took a lot of time to put all those information in your second brain, tag it with everything, and now you just can make an audio file and a voice memo, record everything, and then it's perfectly put into your second brain. And I think it's really a long time thing with a second brain, because at the moment maybe it's a bit useful sometimes, but the real benefit comes really in the future, and also when maybe AI starts to understand your style, your learning, like your characteristic.
Absolutely.
And like I don't know if we talked about last time about this, but I think maybe in the future it would be like in 5 years or 10 years, like if you go Netflix, there's like a generated film for you, like from you start to watch, and the camera films your face and it sees, okay, the tension goes away, we need to put something interesting into the film, and this maybe the whole film is generated. And maybe in the future, I think the most important thing is the taste.
Absolutely.
And if you have a nice taste and you can build your taste or the information about your taste now with the second brain, you can put the information into AI, and then maybe a person buys, hey, I want the style of Lua, and then it generates a film on the go or a TV show with your second brain information.
It's a really interesting approach, how actually AI helps you to bring those ideas into life without you producing them by yourself. So it really gives a good understanding which idea can work in the end and which idea isn't about to work in the end. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you try something else with AI, or we just sent us a lot of Claude stuff? Like, it's fucking amazing what all happened with Claude. Like the new feature that you told me about, where you can steer your computer with Claude.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I've also tried one, and then I was like, wow, like this Claude is completely taking over my computer and does the tasks by himself. But for me, the biggest drawback was still it was very slow, and he was like very fast running out of tokens. And then he said, yeah, you reached the limit, and then I couldn't try more things out with it. But I think if you do have some good use cases, and if you try to use this tool, this feature the right way, it really can help you to focus more on the creative parts of filmmaking, and really it will do the task like cropping 100 images and will rename them and puts it into Finder. This is a task that nobody likes to do, and I think that's a really nice reason to use AI for this stuff.
Yeah, and I think maybe also to explain for our viewers, now with Claude you can steer your apps, like your desktop apps like Photoshop or what else, like all the possible, every program that you have on the computer, every program. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's I think now it's a really new playground that is open for us, and so many nice things could happen through this. And maybe a topic that I want to talk about. I had a lot of talk with friends in the last days about using AI and trying new things and learning with it. And I have like in my friend group, half of the group is like really into Claude. They're programmers. They're really like, oh shit, I tried this out. They try out a lot of things. And the other half is like, man, but do you think about the negative things? Oh, there needs always to be a human. Like they see just the risk of everything, but they don't try out something. I always tell them, hey, of course I see the risks, but like every change brings also new opportunities, and let's focus on the opportunities and not of what could happen bad. And
I feel the same about this. For me, it was like it's a really interesting topic when coming into filmmaking. Also, I do have the same mindset when like it is overtaking our job, but it actually helps us and even makes the job more fun with simple tasks, and like cutting a podcast or cutting all out M's and all bad takes. So this is a part where I really see AI in filmmaking on like maximizing our productivity and doing like, so we can focus more on filming and more of the story part rather than the editing part and the technical parts of filmmaking.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the point. Like when I talked with my friends, they always told me, oh man, but you lose your creative process. But in my case, it's the opposite is true.
Yeah.
I can focus more on the creative process because I really like to have an idea and to make something out of that idea and just forming it and cutting the video in the end, or like there are some tasks that I don't like. I like them to a part, but sometimes it's like too much work and I want to produce more. It really helps me to be more productive. But I think some people really can be more open about the change. Yeah. Because the change is happening. Like there is no, like in the end, if you think it through, okay, you think AI is a bad thing for filmmaking. Okay. You think I don't want to give my data to a company so it trains on it and all the stuff. Okay, but you're just one person, like there's such a big wave coming. It happens anyway. So if you don't do it, maybe you go under this wave. But if you start to try, how can I bring my creativity to the next level, or how can I make my business to the next level, you can get at the top of the wave and you just go with the hype. Yeah. And I think it's a really nice big opportunity for us as filmmakers, because we know how to make a great film. We know we have the taste. And I think a lot of time when I work with clients, I notice they also come to us not only for like producing the film, but also for the taste, because they have a need, but they don't know how to turn that need into something that is nice. Like they don't know how can we provoke the emotion from the viewer that we want. Yeah. And I think that's always a human thing. The taste and the idea is always a human idea, but getting to the end result is getting faster with AI. And for me, in my case, like generating ideas was never a good idea with AI. I always needed to put in the first thought, and after the first thought, maybe it helped me to brainstorm, but the idea needs to come from you, not from the AI. And it's not, how do you say, self-thinking.
Yeah.
Yet.
I feel the same, but it's kind of like exhausting to always keep you up to date with all about the new latest AI informations. And I do feel like every single new day, there is something new, something new feature, or let's say even twice a day. I think Claude is really announcing some new features, and I'm actually really new into Claude. So I tested it 1 month ago. So I'm only using it for 1 month now. But still, like for any other tools, like Higgsfield is dropping a crazy feature every week. Like They're overtopping themselves every single week, and it feels exhausting, but it's also like, you got some new changes and some new cool things, but I kind of feel like for some person it's not only the risks, but it's also like it's a too fast moving AI world for them. And I completely understand them, but I think that's why it's so important to always keep you up to date with the latest informations. And that's where I really think like Instagram or YouTube helps me with this a lot.
Yeah. And I think at the same time, maybe it's also important to decide. Now it's a phase for me personally where I'm really looking into the things, also taking a lot of time to be, taking all the informations in. But maybe also there is a time where to say, okay, now I just focus fully on my craft and not on improving my workflow and just do the work. Because I think also there's also a risk of being trapped in so like you do way more work than you would do if you only just do the work that you want to do. Like and you're always optimizing, and through this always optimizing, you're not even more productive. So I think there needs to be a balance in between this.
I feel the same. I think it would be a nice idea of I have like one day or even 2 days in a month to really start a deep dive in AI and how I can make my workflow feel faster, and how I can like give tasks that are not important to me or consuming my time to AI. And I think if you do it like only one day or even 2 days in a month, you can be way ahead than like others. So then you can just focus on the part on creating, and on these 2 days you're focusing on the deep dive, and then you're trying to like reflect what you could do done better or what you can improve for the next time.
Yeah. So the balance is important.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we really are in love with the process of seeing, okay, there's a new feature and it's just exciting. And if it's fun, I think we just go after. We just go after what we like. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a crazy time. What a time to be alive too.
Yeah. I mean, so many people are saying, I don't want to live in this time right now. I don't want to be a filmmaker, but I think it's a really interesting time right now to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Where things changing so fast, and
if you look back in the past, like if you wanted to do a really high produced Hollywood level film, then you had to get to know I think first of all you needed the budget to do this. And also the cameras some years ago, they were too expensive. So there was like a big hurdle for people to just get into films. And now we just have like all the tools to produce in our hands. And that's so awesome that we have the possibility to do this.
I think this is a really important part that you just talked about, because the tools are helping us to create good films, but it's like not only the tools, but right now, because these tools are so cheap, everyone can get into filmmaking and buy those tools and focus more on making the film. Or even actually, if you start with an iPhone, you can think about, and you think about shaping a good story, about learning editing, color grading, sound design, every single skill. And then if you're so skilled, you can buy a camera, and man, then you're like a pro, because you learned everything with a phone. And then you also kind of find out if this is something for you, if this can be your passion or not, rather than just buying an expensive camera and wasting your money if it's not worth it for you.
Yeah, and I think also like it's really important that if you go into filmmaking, you have fun. It's a fun thing for you. And if you think like, oh man, so many new filmmakers come and there's such an overflow of new filmmakers, and you think that it's a bad thing, I think that's a good thing. Like then you can talk with more people about what you love. And if you think, oh no, maybe my work gets taken away, I always try to focus on the positive things.
Yeah.
Like there are always like two sides. You can focus more on what if it goes bad, and you can focus on what if it goes right.
Absolutely.
And with my film company, when I started, I always looked at what if it goes right. And I recently saw the film Marty Supreme, and I connected so much with this character because someone asked, what if you fail? And he said, it doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it could be a bit toxic if you do this too much, but really try to be more positive is such a nice thing, and focus more on what if it goes right. What if I found a film company and it goes right? And sometimes people don't think it till the end. Like they think, okay, I don't want to think about the best case, but they also don't think about the worst case. What is the worst case? We have the good luck. We live in Switzerland. The worst case is, in our case, if it doesn't work out with your film company, you just work a shitty job that you don't like, but you get paid quite well, and you can go to holidays. So that's the worst case, that you work a shitty job. And for some people, like in Cape Town, I asked the Uber driver, what is your dream job? If like anything is possible, what would you do? You could be a film star, you can be everything. And he told me he wants to be a truck driver in Poland. I told him, yeah, but you can do anything else. He just told me, no, I like to be a truck driver in Poland. Then I thought, crazy, like that would be, in my case, my worst case scenario, and it is best case scenario. And it really showed me that we can be really thankful for what we have at the moment.
Absolutely.
And I think this thankfulness, and that we are having such a blessing that we grew up in Switzerland, is a nice thing. And this gives me like the energy and the hunger to do more, like to use this thing that we have, like use the things that we have to get better and make something out of it. And we have the possibility. So yeah, what are you thinking about starting your agency, and what is the current status of that part?
Well, I'm still in the building part right now. So alongside my apprenticeship, I don't have that much time. I only have like 3 times on the evenings and on weekends. But really trying to focus on, and like, well, there's a good quote that I'm living my dream right now at the moment. So I always tell people I do have a film company without even having one. So it's like all about the mindset part. If I do have some client jobs, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm a founder of this agency. So it works. And then I'm thinking like, if I do have more time after finishing my apprenticeship, then it's like just continuing and starting a new, bigger way with building my agency. Yeah. And for me, it's still like, I'm always in the building phase. I started like 2 years ago, and then I thought like, yeah, I'm going to do this branding, and now I haven't even finished the branding yet. But this whole part is the finished. No, it's not. This whole part is like the building part. Yeah, let's say it like this.
But can you explain a bit more about like, what is like your goal with the agency, and maybe what is the current status? Like, what was like the biggest job, and is it like official a company, or is it
no? It's not officially registered. So that's something I need to do when I'm 18. So this is actually the paperwork in Switzerland feels wow. It's a thing that we need to do, but it's kind of like
Luckily, we have Claude.
Yeah, we have Claude for this, exactly. But this is like the part I'm most scared of, like all the paperwork and the taxes. Yeah. But still, I think Switzerland is...
Do you have like someone in your family that is like, can help you with this part? Like, I think it's really nice if you have someone who has like the experience and knows, hey, I think in your case, like when we started, we at the beginning did like a GmbH. I don't know what is the English word, but it's like you have to pay 20k and then you have an official company. And there was a big investment at the beginning, but it made sense in so many ways. And yeah, I'm so happy we did this at the beginning correctly. We put in more money, and so then we can grow into that thing.
Actually, my dad is self-employed since 30 years. So
nice.
he's really experienced in this part, and he has his own agency. So he can help me a lot with this part. So definitely don't have to be that scared about it. But
yes,
right now
and
at the
what
moment,
is the agency about? Is it also in the advertisement? Or?
Yes, it's mainly about advertising, websites, and print. It's in this part.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. I think maybe you can also use then you can use a lot of things from him.
Yeah,
for your part. Nice.
He's told me a lot of things that I need to do, but I still want to do the things by my own. So I don't want too much of a mentorship that tells me do this like this, do it like this. I want to really fail fast and learn out of it. So then I can say I built this company rather than someone else built this for me. But I still think it's important to have the connection to other creative people that are way ahead than you. So you get pushed and you get into this community bubble. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really important thing. The community part. But what is the dream outcome for you with the agency?
Let's get back to this part. Well, I would say the dream part is just for me to have a happy job. I want to be happy in life and just do the things I love. And I really want to position myself more into a smaller team, 2 or 3 people. And I want to make commercials for TV or for campaigns or for just working for cool brands and help to tell their story in a visual way. Yeah.
Nice. So you want to produce advertisements. That's the main goal. And what is your position? Do you want to be a boss, someone who has some people that work for you, or do you want to be
No, I don't
think about that.
Yeah, I thought about this. I don't want to be a typical boss because this for me doesn't work out because the other people are still working in a 9-to-5 job, let's say like this. But I want to have a co-founder that also has a fire for filmmaking and really burns for this passion. So we can just go along and follow this path together. I think this is my vision. I want to connect with like-minded people, and I want to have a community agency that brings together all cool people and just works with freelancers and creative, talented people. Yeah.
Nice. So if there is someone out there who lives close to Lua, where do you live? In Lucerne?
In Aarau.
In Aarau. Just if you have a fire about filmmaking, text Lua. Maybe you can start a film company together.
I actually have a friend of mine who we've thought about doing this, and I can't tell more about this right now at the moment because it's we're
developing.
Doing some things and developing. It's not 100% sure right now at the moment, but I think it can go in a good direction. And
for me it was having co-founders was the best thing that could happen to me. I had my roommate who is an actor. He told me some years ago, man, I have someone for you and he fits you perfectly. And that's now my co-worker.
Wow.
He introduced me to him, and
so cool.
his dad, he's a bit family-wise close to him, and that's why he knew him. And then he told me you have to know him, and the rest is history.
Wow.
And the nice thing is also, I think if you grow over time with your coworker, you learn from each other, you know what is the strength for the other, what are the weaknesses, and you can help each other to grow. And
absolutely.
When we started, the beginning was a lot of time. We did everything. I did the offers, I did the filming, I did the color grading. Everyone did everything. So we knew what it's behind the work. And slowly with time, we started to focus more on our topics. But the nice thing is, if someone of us goes to holiday, the other can do all the things by himself. So
that's really important. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's like very important to have an overview of every single thing that you can do in filmmaking. And then you choose like the part you want to be specialized in. And then if it's good that you have like experience in, let's say, color grading, that you are able to color grade something. But if you want like next level color grading, I would prefer to give it to an external colorist. And then it's just like working with the right people, but you can also do, in case you don't have the budget for this, or in case you don't have time for it, you can do it by yourself. And I think this is a really important part of this whole journey.
Yeah. Like, I'm like in the phase where at the moment where I try to hire editors, and it's really hard to find good editors.
Yeah.
For me personally, because if you're a good editor, you already have like a job, because there's like a big search for good editors. And at the same time, if they don't have a lot of experience, they're not that good. And then you need to really make them great. And I'm in this phase, like I had like 3 or 4 test cases with different cutters. And yeah, it's really hard for me. And I'm trying to find good people to help me with my job. Also like doing my film company full time, and besides like YouTube and Instagram, I'm working 24/7 on this. But I really love it. But I want to produce more and be more productive, and maybe also have some rest, like real rest. And for this, I want to build a team. But building a team for me is like, man, how do I build a team? How do I find the right people? And I think hiring is one of the, it's really hard to find good people. But now slowly I'm thinking about, Claude helped me there to be more productive. AI helped me there to be more productive. Maybe I don't need someone to hire in 1 year, and I can outsource all the things to AI that take me a lot of time, so I can be more productive. And I think that's maybe the way to go in the future. But if someone is out there who wants to be an editor, just text me. You need to have a fire.
Yeah, I think this is a really important part. I actually wanted to connect on this sentence you told. I think it's like, for me, I can't be an editor for someone else because I wouldn't have the fire to work for them. And for me, it's like, I do have the fire if I edit videos for my own personal branding. And if there's someone out that really has like a fire to work for you and wants to grow together, wants to grow your personal branding, then I think it's a nice thing. But it's a really difficult part, I think, to find someone that has a fire to work for someone else.
Yeah, that's like that you want to grow together, to build something really nice together. And I think I really have a vision in my head where I want to go, what are the next steps. And then you need to find someone who falls in love with your vision of their path. And then, so it's not about you, it's about the project.
Yeah.
And the same is like, now with the film company, we also take like 2 days in our week for my personal brand. And my coworker and me work together on my personal brand. But financially, everything that I get from the personal brand goes through the company. Like, so the goal there, it's so nice to have a coworker, like we know all the basics, and now we can focus on creating my personal brand besides our film company and to build together this brand. Because I think building a personal brand, in the end, you need some people who help you to build your personal brand, because there are like so many nice leverage things. For example, I produce a reel every day, and my coworker uploads the reels on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. And I post them on Instagram. And in my case, it wouldn't be possible to work 8 hours at a film company, then work maybe 4 hours on Instagram, then 2 hours on YouTube, I post it on Instagram, and at the same time upload it on TikTok and on YouTube. That wouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
So, but it's such a nice leverage thing to just have someone who spends 2 hours every week and uploads all the videos. And it doesn't take him a lot of time, but it's a big leverage thing.
Yeah, and it's actually helping you to get more clients in the filmmaking company. And that's at the end, it's like a good thing for both, I think. And that's what I really think is so important about personal branding is we also have like I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a filmmaker, or no, let's say a creator meetup we do every single month in Zurich. And there we are bringing cool people together to help each other, giving advices on growing their personal branding. And I think this really helped me to motivate me and go more into personal branding and posting more regularly. And if I wouldn't have this, I wouldn't be that motivated, or my fire wouldn't be that big to build a personal brand.
Yeah, I think it's such a nice thing that when you have people who love the same thing as you love, your fire inside grows even more. And I really feel like since we start talking more about filmmaking together, it's like really, I give the spark to you, you give the spark back, and it's like a positive spiral, it goes up. And I think a lot of people who struggle with following their dream or following their passion, you need to search someone who has the same passion so you can grow together. In the end, maybe sometimes it takes a bit more time as growing alone, but in the end, it's way more fun.
Yeah.
And also you can do it way longer. If it's more fun, you can do it way longer. And in the end, our goal is to work something that makes fun. And if you do it with people who also love it, then it's even more fun.
Yeah. I think if you want to go far, working alone is much better. So there you can be much more productive, but there's also bigger risk of burning out or losing your fire and not be motivated by, not get pushed by other like-minded people. And that's what I think is super important, to have the right people around you.
Yeah, community is everything. And for example, we are in the film association from Switzerland. The best film companies from Switzerland are there. And we need to pay like around 2,000 francs every year to get into this foundation. But even being there just one evening and eating with all those people and having a talk with them is worth this 2,000 francs, because it's so inspiring to talk with them. And then you have you learn from their experience while talking with them. And in the end, this saves you way more than 2,000 francs, because you grow much faster. And for this, you can be more productive or more creative and get faster ahead. So yeah, sometimes it's also like a big leverage thing. Because I saw a podcast from Mr. Beast, and he told he has at the beginning he had 5 friends who were really into YouTube, analyzing all the things. And then he told if one person has experience from 1 year, it's 1 year. But if 2 persons work 1 year and they share the knowledge, they have 2 years of experience summarized in 1 year. And if you make 5 people, then it's 5 years into 1 year. And that's the nice thing with our filmmaking group. And I want to even focus more on this part in the future. I want to make more film meetups also in real life with different people, just to always talk about the things and learn from each other.
Yeah.
And
maybe this can be our outreach to some of you guys who are also living in Switzerland and want to build the biggest company in Switzerland around filmmaking.
Yeah.
So I would be really pumped to do like a meetup with all the filmmakers and share our knowledge along the side. Yeah, I think this is be a nice idea.
To make more stuff like this, and also to don't make it like a thing that you have to go, just a thing that you can or want to go, and to just and I think also in the time of social media, it's really important to, if you want to build a personal brand, to also have like real life events, because if we talk more about AI in the future, the only proof that you're real is like real life events. And if you have like footage and different accounts post you, or you just engage with different people, there is proof that you're real. That's it also is like a friend of a friend is most of the time also fastly a friend of you. And I think with this you can really grow your outreach, and at the same time it's really nice opportunity to meet a lot of awesome people that you can do a lot of awesome projects.
I think also this podcast is a good way to build trust with you guys and to connect more on a deeper way, rather than just the short form content on social media.
Maybe that's a nice thing. I want to about the topic. At the moment I'm struggling a bit, or I'm in the process of finding out I want to be truly authentic on social media. And how can I have the want to be authentic. I'm doing it, but there's just a problem that it's not at the moment the way I want it to be. I think, of course, there needs to be time to grow into this, but maybe you have some ideas to be more authentic, or to grow more into, to be more self on social media.
I do think I have one good tip, is that you need to think that social media is a friend, and you're always just creating content for that one friend, you know. So you speak like absolutely authentically, like you would have speaking to that one friend, and you're only gonna create the content for that one person. So you're not creating it for all the internet. So you only think about this one person that it's in this niche and that thinks the same as you. And then I think it's like really easy to be authentic on camera and posting on social media.
But the thing that I have, for example, if we talk now in the podcast, so for me it's really easy to speak with you about different topics. But if I just talk straightly direct into the camera, sometimes I'm thinking, shit, what I'm doing here, it's for me, so it's the same, strange. And like one strategy to get better with this, I try to record every day now something on the camera, and just to warm up a bit with the camera and to get better with it. And I think the other thing is you need to have a really clearance what you want to do. Like really need to be clear on that, and what is your goal? How do you want to communicate? And I think I know that I want to reach, my big goal is like to win an Oscar. That's the end goal. This is like my light tower. And to get closer through this, I think building a personal brand is a big part of that. And to build a personal brand, I want to be authentic. I want to share my journey. I want to share my learnings. Like we do here in the podcast. I think this is also a big part of it. And at the other time, I just want to, like if I have like, bam, that's a really great idea, I want to share this with different people because I'm really passionate about. There, I want to have like from the idea till the final video, I want it to be really close, a close distance. So it's really the speed from idea till final video. And I'm trying to find the style in this. Like, is it phone videos? Is it videos talking straight into the camera? What is the perfect way? But I think, like with most things, the path will be revealed with just doing and trying out different things.
I think for me, it's like we are filmmakers, and that's why for me it's important to record like as most things are possible to record it with a camera and have a good looking image, because that's still our signature look and still is our proof that we can create good videos. But like on stories, I think it's important to be authentic and just use your phone and not your camera. And maybe I want to do a mix of both, but on my account, every single post, I don't want to have like these phone videos, because I do want to have like a good quality. People need to know me for like cinematic videos, but also for the story sides. And for me, it's super important that I can be consistent and have like an easy setup, so I can just press record on my camera and start creating content, rather than just building a complete lighting setup. And this always takes me such a long time that I'm not creating the content. And that's why I think phone content can be a really good solution to this problem. But for me, it's like more a mix of both. And just when I have an idea, I want to just press record on the camera and everything is set. So the lighting looks good, and still have this compromise of that is everything is ready. But if I do have like a idea on the go I want to share, then I still can use my phone and record an Apple log and color grade it later in post, and do have a good mix of both. That's a really important part for me.
And how do you want to show your journey? Do you want, like, what is the content that you want to make on your social media?
Well, my main goal is like really to motivate other people starting to follow their passion or starting their dream. That's why I think I want to focus more on the storytelling part and more on the part that being authentic on camera. And the visual language is just seen in the videos. It's just maybe I'm uploading sometimes like portfolio work and some cinematic stuff just to give like the needs for the visual style, but also more in the part like inspirational content or talking head videos. That's really the part I want to go in, or breaking down different scenes, how we shot and lit everything, just to give like knowledge and share everything with my audience. Yeah.
But why do you want to do this? Like, why do you want to share your journey?
Yeah, I think the big why is very important. Why for me is like building leads for my company, but also being like the person that is known for like inspiring other people. Inspiration, that's my biggest why. Yeah.
Like for me, like a big part of it is also to, I don't know how you say, like it's fulfilling to do it. And I have the vision I want to make. Like when I was a kid, I always imagined myself, what if I'm in a movie? What would now happen? What would I do? Or what nice things would be here? And then I imagined, then the person walks in this direction and bam, the whole gravity shifts and the whole world is like, the gravity isn't down, it's to the left, and all the things from down. Where would I walk on? What would I do? How would I live my life? And how would I survive in this possibility? And I'm working on a concept of trying to put these ideas into a film. Like I want to do vlogs that are like a short film, but it's like half of the story is true, it's based on reality, and half of that is fictional. Like maybe I walk out my house and then today I went to work and then shit, the whole sky was filled with sharks and fishes, and that's why I had to really run fast to my car to get away from the sharks. And then I went to the office and luckily then the sharks went away. So I want to make some stuff like this
that's a cool idea.
To find my style. And in my head, the nice thing is I already know exactly what the style is. Like it's the younger version of me who daydreamed about life, and I'm getting closer step by step to this style. And with the challenge to post daily on Instagram, it's like sometimes also frustrating to me. Like, damn, I know what I'm capable of, and I know where I want to go, but I'm not there yet. But I'm getting one step closer every day. And yeah, it's also, for me, the mindset with daydreaming or just imagining crazy things. Like, for me, this is something that a child really has to. It walks, when we were like children, we walked around the forest and we built like little wood houses.
Yeah.
And we just imagine a whole life. This is the kitchen, this is where we sleep. And it was so much fun to just go into the fantasy and do all the different things. And the nice thing is now, as filmmaker, we can do it now. We can make our imagination of things, we can make it real. Like when we were children, it was just imaginary.
Yeah.
But now as filmmaker, we can make the imaginary real life.
Absolutely.
Through capturing it. And AI is the best thing. We can just imagine some things, and the AI really helps us. But where I see a problem with AI is that it gets exactly what you want to like, you imagine something and then you need to tell AI exactly. And I think this is also an art. Like, people tell just AI takes away our jobs, but it's really hard to get exactly what you imagine in your head with AI, to tweak it away, and it's an art form. And yeah, I don't know where I want to go with this thought. I wanted to go, I'm writing a film about this topic, and the film is about following your dream, and it's about believing in yourself. And for me, like, believing in yourself, or just imagine the good things that could happen and go this path, and not the path of what is realistic, but more what could be possible, is for me, could be visualized in the film, that a person walks through life, imagines things, and then they get real.
Absolutely.
But I'm trying to figure out the concept. So yeah, because like in Switzerland, there's like a film foundation where you can put in your ideas, and then if it's a good idea, they give you money for the idea. And that's really the idea that I'm burning at the moment.
Cool.
But it's not I have the ideas, but to turn it into something, a real script, I'm not there. I'm just at gathering all the ideas and thinking a lot about that. And a teacher told me when I was younger, sometimes Robin has like ideas or things that he wants to do, and it's like just grass growing up, and he wants to pull out the grass so it grows faster. But I see it like the same with film ideas. Sometimes they just need time to grow, and you can put them so they grow faster.
Yeah, I think that's also a really good part to end our podcast today. It's was a nice talk with you, and I'm really stoked on the next podcast we're putting out. So if you have any thoughts about this, guys, then please let us know in the comments which topic you want to see us talking about. And yeah, without further ado, do you have any last words, Robin?
Go after what makes fun, what gives you a spark. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
See you in the next one. Bye.